Hi folks, Van Prepper here with another Safe Act and gun news update. I have three things on the docket for today, so I'll get to them as quick as I can. First off, New Jersey, which already has some of the strictest gun control measures in the country, is looking to make them even stricter. They want to extend their magazine restriction from 15 down to 10, like New York has. Now, New York has a 10, but we're only allowed to add 7, so have 7 actually in the chamber. At least that seems to be the thing, even though a federal judge said that couldn't be. That was too arbitrary. But New Jersey wants to copy that, because if you already have screwed up gun control laws and that are totally ineffective and your crime rate is horrible, why not come up with some more gun control laws and get your crime rate to shoot up a little bit more? Because those of us who are shooters know gun control leads to more crime every single time. Secondly, the Supreme Court is deciding Friday whether to take on a few cases that they would have then for next year's docket or later this year that they would consider, and hopefully these 3 cases would go a long ways in deciding what was kind of the gray area of the Heller case. The Heller case, for those who don't know, is the case that the Supreme Court decided once and for all that the right to bear arms was not strictly for militias or anything like that. It extended to individual citizens. They have the right to self-defense. Now, they did not outline whether that went beyond the home, and because of that, states have continued to overly restrict the ability to defend yourself outside of the home. Now, the decision that was reached last week from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in California was an awesome one, because that one said, with no doubts, with no gray area, the right to bear arms, the right to self-defense, is useless if it does not extend outside of the home, because people are attacked, people are harmed, things can happen to you outside of your home, and to restrict the gun use for self-defense simply to your home renders the Second Amendment totally useless. Now, the Supreme Court is going to decide whether to take on these 3 cases they're looking at, and if they do, hopefully they will render once and for all a decision that trumps all of the courts and with no gray area, removes that gray area that other states have clung to, and makes it an official Supreme Court decision that the right to bear arms for the individual extends outside of the home. That's only common sense, but let's hope that they take those cases up. Finally, Tuesday, this is good news, especially if you live in the state of Georgia. Tuesday, the Georgia House approved House Bill 875, which would allow citizens to legally carry now. If you can legally carry other places, you can now legally carry inside bars, inside schools, and inside non-secured state buildings. And before you go into a panic, if you carry inside of a bar, you're going to stop. If somebody is crazy enough to shoot somebody, it's not really going to matter whether it's already illegal not to bring a gun into a bar, because they'll have one with them anywhere. They'll have one in their car. That's a nonsensical argument. Please don't give me that. If I want to go into a restaurant with my wife and my kids, and it's a restaurant that serves alcohol, I should legally be able to carry into that restaurant. I should legally be able to carry into a bar. Because you know what? I'm not crazy, and I don't have this disconnect in my mind that says when you're angry at someone, even if you're drinking, that somehow that the disconnect kicks in and you go shoot them. I'm a logical, reasonable person, so are most people, and if somebody isn't, then the stupid law that says you can't bring it into the bar isn't going to stop them from doing it anyway. So please, if that's your position, hold it to yourself. Nobody wants to hear it. That's crazy talk. But it also, this bill is really good for another reason. It makes it no longer a crime for someone to carry a firearm onto a college campus. Now, this has been, where are most of the shootings taking place? Where are lots of the shootings taking places? In all the gun-free zones. So people can now carry. It is still a violation. It's like a speeding ticket. You will get a $100 fine if you do it. But I mean, seriously, the $100 fine is just as likely to stop somebody who's going to be a mass shooter as making, it illegal, because murder is already illegal. So the idea that, it being illegal to carry the gun on there is going to stop a mass shooter is nonsense anyway. So the fact that now people who do legally carry for self-defense, because it's already illegal to murder somebody, so we already settled, if somebody goes on and kills people, they're going to face life in prison or the death penalty for that. But for those who legally carry for self-defense now on a college campus, who already have the permit to legally carry in Georgia, are going to simply get a $100 fine. There's no crime involved, so they're not going to have a criminal record. That's a good thing, I think. I'm Van Prepper. This has been Gun News and Safe Act Update. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy shooting.